You're not poor because you're lazy. You're poor because you don't understand the rules of the money game, and this system is designed to exploit exactly that. You were taught to analyze literature, but never how to budget. You learned calculus, but not how compound interest works. They teach you how to earn money, but no one shows you how to keep it, grow it, or escape from its grip. While you're spending money to live like the rich are using knowledge to buy more freedom. This isn't a financial lecture. This is a wake-up call. And if you don't snap out of it, you'll work until you die and still end up broke. Now it's time to rip off the shiny coat of personal finance and expose the raw truth underneath. The silent collapse of the elite. Imagine holding a fortune large enough to live lavishly for the rest of your life. But just a few years later, it's all gone. The cars disappear. The house is seized. The bank account is empty. This isn't rare. It's the common tragedy of those who lack financial literacy but believe money will protect them. Reality is the opposite. Money doesn't protect you from bankruptcy. Only knowledge does. If you don't learn to manage money, money will eventually leave you. It's not loyalty, it's a tool. And without mastery, that tool turns against its owner. The financial world operates on brutal logic. Either you master the rules or become a casualty of them. People earning six figures still struggle, while others with modest incomes find freedom through discipline. The most dangerous illusion is the false sense of safety that money brings. When you earn well, you feel invincible, but money doesn't forgive naivete. A single mistake can destroy years of work. Financial ruin isn't always loud. Sometimes it's silent, creeping in through ignorance, unchecked expenses, and missed planning. By the time you see it, you're already deep underwater. You might win the lottery, inherit wealth, or strike gold in business. But if you don't know how to allocate resources, build emergency buffers, and control emotional spending, then failure isn't a possibility, it's a guarantee. You won't just lose money, you'll lose status, trust, and control. And the cruelest part, falling from wealth hurts far more than starting out with nothing. Because you lose not just assets, but identity. So don't be fooled by the appearance of security. Knowledge is the only defense that doesn't depreciate. Learn now or lose later. The wage myth, society's biggest financial lie. One of society's greatest lies is, if you earn a high salary, you'll be rich. Wrong. Salary is conditional income. It depends on your health, time, and whether your boss still likes you. Stop working, and the money stops too. Yet millions cling to their paycheck like a lifeline, not realizing it's a noose disguised as security. Living off wages alone is like building a house on sand. It looks stable until the tide comes. Your salary is not your wealth, it's just one stream. And if that stream dries up, what will you drink from then? Smart people don't chase higher salaries. They use their salary to create duplicating value, acquiring skills, buying income-producing assets, building a personal brand. Someone earning $500 a month can create a blog, write books, or teach skills. Years later, they'll have multiple streams of income. That's the difference between wage earners and wealth builders. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how well you convert income into growth. The rich don't hoard salaries. They build systems that make money work for them. You can't escape financial struggle by working harder. You escape by working smarter. Income is not a number. It's a strategy. The wealthy don't necessarily work more. They work with purpose. They apply the law of comparative advantage, focusing only on what they do best. They don't sell time. They sell leveraged value. If your only product is time, you're playing a losing game. The only escape from the salary trap is building income streams independent of your labor. That's how true wealth is created, by breaking the trade of hours for dollars and instead investing in systems that never sleep. Be irreplaceable and then be scalable. The foolishness of not knowing where your money goes. Nothing is more dangerous than spending money without knowing where it's going. You don't need to be addicted to gambling or luxury cars to go broke. Simply not having a detailed monthly breakdown of your expenses qualifies you as your own financial assassin. Don't say, "I don't spend much," if you can't list your 5 biggest purchases this week. Mindless spending is a silent killer of all financial plans. Worse yet, it gives you the illusion that everything is fine. That illusion is the most expensive comfort you'll ever pay for, without even noticing. A budget is not a cage, it's your wallet's immune system. Like a superhero watching over the city, a budget helps you identify leaks, weaknesses, emotional triggers, and small purchases that kill big goals. People without budgets live like tourists without maps. They might see nice views, but they're always lost. People with budgets live like financial architects, designing every brick of their future. Budgeting isn't restrictive, it's strategic. Discipline isn't punishment, it's control. A budget doesn't tell you to stop spending, it tells you how to spend with power. Every month you go without tracking your spending, you're voluntarily surrendering your freedom. You don't need to live miserably, but you must know where your fun ends. Most people don't go bankrupt because of big purchases. They drown in the accumulation of small, untracked ones. One bubble tea, one impulse order, one unneeded dinner out. It adds up and destroys your financial dam drop by drop. Successful people don't necessarily spend less. They spend with intention. That's the difference between consumers and controllers. It's not about deprivation, it's about direction. The "I deserve it" trap, the fastest path to financial ruin. One of the most dangerous illusions is the thought, "I worked hard, I deserve this." No one denies you deserve good things, but the issue is this: rewarding emotions with debt and liabilities is the fastest path back to zero. Every time you swipe your card to forget stress, you're trading future freedom for present dopamine. That "I deserve it" feeling is being weaponized by the market, and the one paying the price is you. Emotional purchases don't heal your burnout. They just bury you deeper in a lifestyle you can't afford but don't dare quit. Successful people don't avoid pleasure. They just delay gratification. They understand that emotional spending is the most expensive drug. A new pair of shoes doesn't make you wealthier. A flashy phone won't make you a smarter investor. What you need isn't a reward. It's the ability to control yourself in moments of temptation. Those who spend based on feelings will always be poor, not because of lack of money, but because they can't master themselves. Financial success starts with discipline, not income. That's what separates the financially free from the financially fragile. If your way of dealing with stress is spending, you don't need a raise. You need financial therapy and a game plan. The self-reward trap is destroying generations of hardworking people who believe money exists to comfort pain. But money doesn't care about your emotions. It obeys commands, not cravings. You deserve freedom, not just things. And freedom only comes when you learn to live beneath your earning capacity, not above it. Your future isn't built on how much you make. It's built on how much you don't spend emotionally. The art of turning small money into a wealth machine. People often believe they need lots of money to invest. Wrong. The only thing you need is consistent habits and a long-term mindset. $5 a week may seem trivial now, but when invested wisely, it becomes the seed of an entire financial forest. The issue isn't the amount, it's your behavior. Small money is the ultimate test of discipline. Wealthy people rarely start rich. They start small, but they start right and repeat those actions relentlessly. Money is a multiplier, but only for those who respect even the smallest dollar. The biggest mistake is waiting to save once I have more. Meanwhile, the wise begin with what they already have. Because what matters isn't how much you save, it's that you do it consistently. If you can't put away $10 today, you won't manage $1,000 tomorrow. The issue is never the number. It's your relationship with money. Financial success doesn't come from windfalls. It's built through quiet, repeated actions. The rich aren't lucky. They're consistent. And they treat every dollar like a seed, never a toy. Small amounts invested consistently become massive over time. This holds true whether you're a student, a part-timer, or a low-income earner. You only need to understand one formula. Steady saving plus smart investing plus time equals real wealth. Turn every leftover dollar into a seed. Water it with discipline. Fertilize it with knowledge. Let time do its magic. You don't need big money to grow rich. You just need to treat your money with strategic intent. Most fortunes aren't built by luck. They're built by respect for compounding. Compound interest, the elite's secret spell. There's a financial force so powerful that Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. It's called compound interest, yet most people ignore it, too distracted by spending today rather than letting money multiply. A small $200 investment at 5% annual return won't grow linearly, it grows exponentially. You don't need genius, just time. The wealthy don't rely on luck. They rely on compounding. That's what creates the massive wealth gap over decades. Compound interest rewards the patient, punishes the impulsive, and builds wealth without breaking a sweat. Compound interest is the quiet warrior in your financial army. It doesn't require wealth, just discipline and patience. The earlier you start, the more powerful the snowball effect becomes. Waiting until 40 to save costs you hundreds of thousands in lost opportunity. Delaying is closing the door to your own fortune. Most people aren't poor because they earn too little. They're poor because they let their money stay idle instead of making it grow. Compound interest isn't magic, it's math. And it's brutally fair to those who show up early. If you truly understood compound interest, you'd cut emotional spending immediately to invest. Every $100 wasted today is several $1,000s lost in the future. Wealthy people don't look at today's value, they look 10 years ahead. The way you treat $1 now shows whether you're worthy of $1 million later. Compound interest doesn't serve the lazy. It only obeys those with vision and consistency. The earlier you respect it, the sooner it rewards you. Don't wait to start small, because in compounding, small is the starting line of the powerful. Don't mistake houses, cars, and gold for assets. The biggest middle-class delusion is, I own a house, a car, gold, I have assets. False. If it doesn't generate income or appreciate over time, it's a disguised liability. Cars lose value the moment they're driven. A house you live in doesn't pay you. Jewelry and designer goods boost image, not your balance sheet. The rich don't buy to impress, they buy to produce. That's the line between consumption and investment. If your purchase doesn't grow your wealth, it's not an asset, it's vanity with a price tag. True assets work while you sleep. They include dividend stocks, rental property, appreciating investments. They don't cost you money to maintain, or if they do, they pay more than they cost. If you're buying something to feel wealthy, it's probably making you poorer. Smart people measure assets by return. Others measure by sparkle. Finance doesn't reward good taste, it rewards good ownership. Buy what pays you back, not what flatters your ego. Assets don't brag, they compound. And that's the silent power few understand. Don't let society define assets for you. If you don't grasp income-generating value, you'll spend your life maintaining things that look successful but drain your wallet. Assets are tools, not trophies. They don't need to look luxurious. They need to work. The financially free don't seek validation. They seek cash flow. You don't need more assets. You need to redefine what assets really are. The game is not accumulation, it's activation. Make every dollar prove its worth, or don't call it an asset. Debt, the perfectly disguised fake freedom. Debt is marketed as freedom. Buy now, pay later sounds like heaven. In truth, it's a noose dipped in sugar. You're not free when spending money you haven't earned. You're trading tomorrow's stability for today's hit of pleasure. Every dollar borrowed is a piece of sovereignty given away. Real freedom can't be bought with credit. It's earned through assets. If you think you control your debt, look at your credit card statement. It speaks more truth than your self-deception. Debt doesn't kill instantly, it bleeds you monthly. Not all debt is bad, but most personal debt is emotional weakness with interest. Borrowing for education, business, or income-producing ventures may be justified, but debt for lifestyle, fashion, or validation? That's borrowing poverty to buy illusions. Worse, interest magnifies every poor choice with time. Debt isn't just numbers, it's mental weight, a chain that keeps you from thinking big. If debt helps you build, it's leverage. If it helps you cope, it's poison. Know the difference, or pay the price. Those living on debt lose their ability to choose. They can't quit jobs, seize investments, or pause life even briefly. They are slaves to repayment cycles. The cruel irony? They think they're living comfortably. Today's convenience becomes tomorrow's trap. Debt doesn't crash you in a day, it slowly consumes your future. Freedom isn't having no debt, it's ensuring debt doesn't have you. You can't live fully if you're constantly buying time back from your own past. End the cycle, or it ends you. Asset-debt balance, the modern survival symphony. Personal finance isn't a one-way game of accumulation. It's a balance war. Assets and debts are two ends of the scale. Let one side tip too far, and everything collapses. Most people look only at how much is in their account, ignoring how much they owe. That's why many believe they're financially stable until the payments arrive. True wealth doesn't lie in income. It lies in net worth, assets minus debt. If your liabilities outweigh your assets, you're underwater, even if you live in a mansion. Net worth is the real scoreboard, not your Instagram highlights. The key is understanding. Assets must exceed debt. You don't have to be debt-free, but your debt must serve your financial goals, not strangle them. It could be business loans, education investments, or smart leverage if it returns more than it costs. But debt for shopping, lifestyle, or flexing destroys financial foundations. If you're borrowing to live beyond your means, you're not living, you're delaying collapse. And when that collapse hits, it's not a dip, it's a free fall. The system gives you rope. Whether you climb or hang is your call. View your financial life like a personal balance sheet. Every asset should have a purpose. Every debt should have a reason. If it doesn't, it's a burden. Don't become a circus juggler of credit cards, bills, and interest rates. Those who survive this era aren't the highest earners, they're the longest balancers. In the symphony of modern finance, stability beats drama. Glamorous highs mean nothing if they lead to devastating crashes. Hold your line. Keep your balance. The calm, consistent rhythm of control is worth more than any financial high note. The system wasn't built for you, so outsmart it. The current system doesn't want you free. It wants you dependent. Schools teach memorization, not budgeting. You're shown how to earn money, but never how to keep or grow it. The media floods you with success images, but hides the formulas for building actual wealth. Financial literacy isn't in the curriculum because an informed population is harder to exploit. You're not supposed to know how to invest, how to leverage, or how to break free. And that's exactly why you must learn it. Because freedom will never be handed to you. You have to seize it with strategy. The solution isn't blame, it's awakening. You must arm yourself with financial knowledge like survival gear. Learn to earn actively and passively. Understand the difference between assets and liabilities. Master budgeting, emergency funds, and basic investing. No one is coming to rescue you. No one will manage your money forever. You can outsource the work, but never the consequences. Financial ignorance isn't innocent. It's the most expensive mistake you'll make. What you don't know can hurt you. In dollars, in freedom, in future. You are in a battle where money is ammo, knowledge is armor, and the system is the battlefield. If you don't learn to fight, you'll be crushed by rules you never bothered to read. Financial freedom isn't luck, it's a rebellion against default living. Not everyone will be rich, but anyone can avoid being broke if they learn how to control their money before it controls them. Understand the game, bend the rules, or live forever beneath them. There is no neutral ground. Only mastery or slavery in disguise. You can keep living the same way. Spending blindly, carrying debt, telling yourself, I'll figure it out later. But remember, money doesn't forgive. It only serves those who know its rules. Financial freedom isn't reserved for the wealthy. It's the power to live life on your own terms, and anyone can claim it if they're willing to learn, to be disciplined, and to face the truth. You don't need to earn more. You need to think differently, act differently, and live differently. From today on, either you control your money or your money controls your life. Choose, but this time, choose wisely.